Hello everybody, welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to be continuing with our more complex steam boiler. So far, oh, it's frozen. This is the model we have right now. In this model, there's going to be heat down here, heating up. The heat goes through here, boiling the water. However, we don't have any water, so that's what we're going to be building, things that bring water up there. And we're going to go for this model, right? Having the water go through this in the zigzag pattern, like that. We're not going to do all of it today, though. Because that's too much. Well, we are going to do a good bit of it, though, so yeah. Okay, and let's just look at what's happening. So we have two pipes. This one's going to carry water, right? For this one, you'll see later. And these walls, well, just to make sure that heat, actually want the heat to warm up these pipes as well. The main use of the heat is obviously to heat up these two things, but heating up these pipes is also an important job, because then over here they'll be heating up warm water instead of heating up cold water, which will make this run faster. Oops. This is also why these are zigzagged, so they spend more time getting heated up, right? Because if it's too fast, they won't be exposed to the heat going like that as much as if it was zigzagging like that into the drums. So that's what we're going to be starting today, and since we're using object-oriented programming, we're going to start with a class. Let's add some space to make it look prettier. Okay. Extra heating chamber. Initiation. We actually have lots of parameters here. So self, center, depth, width, height, plate thickness, runs, within pipe radius is going to be whatever. Global parameters up here. 0.06. Okay, now let's add a comment so we both know what this does. So center over here is a chamber center, or the base center. So the center where I want it. Okay. Depth, width, and height are overall chamber internal dimensions, so like the size and stuff. Left plate gap ratio, which you don't see yet, but you will. It's a fraction of the height removed from the left plate. Now you see the word plate getting tossed around. I shouldn't have X'd out image. Wait, let me bring it up again. Okay, the plates, they're these things. So, yeah, and all the things here will make sense very soon. Okay. Self.center is vector center, self.depth is depth, self.width is width, you know, that thing up here. The plate thickness is, well, everything just defined. Self.round self.pipe, radius is pipe radius. Now the initiation, we can start building. And this is going to be really long because of everything we have. Great top Z, furnace FX, drums Y, so those are the X, Z, X, Y's, Z, X, Y, and you'll see how you use them. Okay, so first, center X, center Y, and center Z, self dot center. Self dot center. Which I spelled with right here. Which center here. Makes it easier to point to X and Y. However, we're going to need to do some calculations for Z later because we don't have, because it's just a default value and we're going to need to do it. However, for now, let's just do more things. Half dx is self.depth divided by 2.0. Half of dy is the width divided by 2. Then half of dz is self height. Self.height divided by 2.0. Okay, now here's where we calculate the z. Great top z. Top z. The steam object.location.z. Then the center is bottom plus top divided by 2.0. Self.height is top z minus bottom. Okay. So we get the center of the z is bottom, top of the grate. So up here, the top is the steam object location z. So here, and I'm just finding the middle. That's the z for the center z, and the height is just top minus bottom. Okay. Now, first, let's build the right plate. So, this plate over here. And this is pretty easy. We just draw box chamber right plate. And then self.depth, self.plate thickness, and then self dot height. Center x, center y plus half of dy minus self dot plate thickness divided by 2, which is half of plate thickness, not you don't divide half of plate thickness divided by 2. And well, this is the name, the dimensions, and then the location. Center y. Let's misspelled this. So yeah. Okay. Actually, we can test this out right now by putting in return. Return, and that's the right plate. So right plate, and we're gonna have more things inside these curly brackets later. But okay, I forgot the comma here. Let's return an outside function. Wait, no. Okay. Right plate. Oh, okay. We don't have it in the main, so never mind. I'm not gonna type everything out in the def main, so you're gonna have to wait until we're done with everything to be able to see the result. Left plate. And you can see the left plate. It's a bit different because it's shorter, right? It's quite short, so that's just put that in. 0.6 the height, the left foot. Left plate center Z is bottom Z plus left plate. So the center is just the height divided by 2 because the Z is in the middle. Left plate is dot box, and well, it's just quite similar to the other one. Chamber, left plate, self dot depth, self dot plate, thickness, left. I can't type. Plate, height, center x, center y minus half of dy plus self dot plate thickness. So you notice this is minus, this is plus. Different locations on the y, but the x is the same. The z, well, it's shorter. But if it was the same height, it would be the same. It's just shorter, so it's down there a bit. And finally, the top plate. Which is this one up here. Top plate is geometry dot box. Chamber, top plate, self dot depth, self.width, self.plate thickness, center x, center y, top z minus self.plate thickness divided by 2.0. Yeah, let's check if there are any errors. Okay, actually, yeah, okay, I'm gonna write. Let's test this out. I'm gonna write the return. I'm gonna write the return. Okay. Left plate, left plate, right plate, right plate, top plate, top plate. Okay. Oh wait, no, I still haven't put this heating. Extra heat. Chamber is gonna extra heating chamber. Center is furnace. The FX drums y plus 1.0 0.0. Depth is 2, width is 1, height is 1.8. Runs is 6. Runs is for the pipes. We're not going to do that. Okay. Oh wait, I still haven't done chamber. Objects is chamber.build steam object grate.topsy furnace.fx drums.drums y drums. Okay, there you go. See, identical to this picture. Obviously, you can change things to how you want them. Like, for example, you might not like this. You don't want this to like go out a bit more, but that's okay. You can do that. But just edit. But the good thing with object-oriented programming is that if you change one variable, you can change a lot of the model. Like you can shift this whole thing by changing the y variable, which is good. But yeah, that's all we have for today. See you next time. Bye.